listening to the Burnt Offerings podcast, a show about cigars, friends, faith, and general tomfoolery. Do not take these guys too seriously. Now grab a stick, settle in, and let's set fire to foot. This is Burnt Offerings.
Welcome back to the Burnt Offering podcast. My name is Steven, and I'm here with my friends, Ryan and Patrick.
What's up, gents?
Good evening.
Good
fellas.
to be with you boys.
It really is.
Really glad you guys
Feels
are
like
with
it's
us.
been a long time. It hasn't, but it feels that way.
I think I saw you walking across a parking lot today, so it hasn't been that long.
Feels like a while since we've been sitting around this table talking about cigars.
Yeah, that's true.
Well, listen, by the time you guys hear this at home, it will not be the new year quite any longer. But for us at time of recording, we're just past the new year. Yeah, we lost track of time there a little bit over the holidays.
That's what it was. It was a holiday break.
Yeah, didn't know what day it was.
Honestly, I did not.
No, I really didn't
I asked
this
my
year
wife
either.
5 times. Is it
Yeah.
Friday?
Yep.
No.
Yeah, it's Tuesday.
It's not. It's Tuesday. It's not Friday. Okay.
There's probably some science around the what day the holiday falls on and how it messes you up, but I don't know.
Well,
what
and
it
a
is.
wonderful Christmas, New Year's holiday are on the same day.
Yep.
Just 7
Right.
days later. And so therefore, it's just messed up twice.
It's just a blur.
Just messed up twice.
Just a blur.
It's good holidays, though. I hope you guys had a good holidays.
Oh, we did. I did.
Some
A
good
great time.
downtime.
It was wonderful.
Relaxing.
We smoked some cigars.
Enjoyed
together.
some cigars
We
for
did.
sure.
Off
Yep.
camera.
Off camera. Saw some
off-
friends. And
Yep.
enjoyed ourselves. So, Patrick, we're
Yeah.
here to smoke a delightful little stick tonight. Can you give us the 411?
Tonight we're smoking a cigar from Luciano. We're smoking the Dreamer
The Dreamer.
Hermosa number 4.
Hermosa número 4.
Yes. And
Hermosa means anyone? Hermosa in Spanish?
woman. Sister.
No, close. Yeah, it's here in the ballpark, but it's not a female.
Oh,
But
really?
what would we think about a female? It's not-
Beauty.
yeah,
It's
so
a
it's not
beauty.
bonita, beautiful, but hermosa, beautiful.
Oh.
Lovely, kind of.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll buy that. My Spanish is clearly non-existent. Well, that's true. We'll dive into it. If you say it with enough confidence. We'll dive into the stick a little bit, but here's the backstory of how we landed here, and it is fun and dead simple. I was posting a cigar review some months back onto Reddit, and somebody else had smoked this stick, and the comments had me hooked.
Oh, interesting.
People, when you sense that this is something different. It's not the hype stick that everybody's smoking and showing off. This was like, I hadn't really heard anything about it, and then people came out of the woodwork to talk about it. And I always feel like that's a good sign, right?
Yeah. And we've smoked Luciano's
have.
other versions of or other offerings of theirs.
And they've been good.
They've been good.
Oh, very good.
Yeah.
Very good.
Yeah.
Yeah, quality stick. So what it breaks down to is this. It's a Nicaraguan and Peruvian filler, which
Okay.
kind of stokes.
Yeah.
We were talking pre-show. Not sure that I recall smoking a Peruvian.
Yeah, we had
Not
a-
a lot.
We had a friend that went to the country
Yeah.
once. We might have picked up something then, but it's maybe the only time I've
Yeah,
ever had
yeah,
it.
it's definitely not one of the normal go-tos
Right.
that I'm familiar with in filler, binder,
Right.
tobaccos.
Yeah, so Nicaraguan and Peruvian on the filler. It's a Nicaraguan binder and an Ecuadorian Habano wrapper, which if you've been a follower of the show, we are often fond of. We're smoking it in, they call this Vitola the Hermosa number 4. It's a robusto size. It's a 5x48. Yeah. They're rating it at a medium strength. And just for kicks and giggles, Cigar Insider gave it an 88 rating. Not that I've really ever cared what Cigar Insider said about a stick, but
But they're inside the cigar, so they would know.
but
They would know.
just to put some reference on it of like, somebody thinks this is a good stick beyond 3 schmucks in a garage.
Well, this is a nice looking stick, Patty. I'm glad that whatever that review said caught your attention enough, because just from a look, this might sound silly. This is a photographable cigar.
It is.
Right? Like it's got that deep, rich, slightly reddish hued wrapper on it.
It's reddish because it's blushing.
Yeah.
Yes, you're giving it such compliments.
It's just a gorgeous looking
very
stick.
true.
Very simplified band, Luciano. I didn't notice this until just a minute ago. Kind of there on the seam of the band, it says Fiat Lux. And I've smoked a couple Fiat Lux cigars by Luciano, and they're very good as well. So some high expectations for what we're getting into tonight, but it's a gorgeous looking stick.
Yeah. I'm really excited about it. And you're right. There is a nice reddish coppery tone to this sucker.
Ecuadorian Habano.
Yep. Cap looks great. Looks like a triple cap on my side.
Yeah, nailed it. Triple
Yep.
cap.
So 3 chances for me not to screw this up.
Okay. 1, 2.
Whoa, there was the third cap.
That's it. You're done. It's definitely leaning into the tobacco, not into a cedar, not into.
Yeah.
No, there's no sweet notes here.
Yes, right.
It's actually, honestly, for me, I am a little bit stuffed up tonight, but I really didn't get any aroma off the stick itself, but off of the foot, I picked up a little bit of that earthy hay note.
Yeah.
But it's not overly strong. It's very subtle for me.
Yeah, the wrapper isn't giving off a ton. The closer you get to the foot, you get a little more hay there.
Mm-hmm. Hey there.
Hey-yo.
Ooh, but cold draw. I'm not going to say it. I'm curious what you guys just got.
Wow.
Hang on a second. Don't say anything yet.
Nabisco.
Sweetness.
There's sweet.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah.
No doubt.
Sure.
A very specific sweetness that takes me personally back to 1986.
Vanilla wafers?
No, Nabisco Fig Newtons.
Oh.
Yeah. Yeah.
I cannot say I've eaten a lot of
Dude, the flavor is there. It's
And it's the crust of the around
Yeah.
the Fig Newton itself. It's that
got some of that
bread.
Grammy
Yeah.
taste,
Oh my gosh.
but the fruit filling. Imagine that. At least on mine, it tastes just like that fig filling on the Fig Newton has gone just like a hair sour. I'm getting just a little bit of tartness to that fig flavor on mine.
Huh. I just must have ate old Fig Newtons as a kid.
And I want to be fair. Yeah,
All
yeah.
your Fig Newtons
You
were
did.
sour?
Day old. One day past prime.
Yeah, I mean, I know you guys didn't have a lot of money, but that sounds terrible.
And I don't want to indicate whatsoever that I mean sour as in rotten or
Yeah,
going
negative,
bad.
negative.
I mean like sour in a good way, like in the way a sour beer can taste really good
Yeah.
with just the right amount, you know?
It's just so interesting to me how tobacco it smelled and how sweet it tasted.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
very interesting. Can we light?
I mean,
Let's do
it's
it.
our show. I think
Oh,
we
good.
can do what we want
All
here.
right, wonderful.
Let's do it. IV cut this evening.
Oh.
And I didn't wreck my cigar, guys.
Join the
Good
club,
job.
buddy. Join the club.
I kept it simple and straight cut myself.
Well, don't cut yourself. Cut the cigar.
Man, I don't know about you guys, but I was pumped to have an excuse to smoke a cigar tonight.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yeah,
I
for
had
what it's worth, we typically record on a Wednesday, which the middle of the week
Hump
seems to be
day.
a good time to have a cigar break.
Yep, I had a day that deserved a cigar. I mean, I deserve a cigar
Yes.
every day, but today was
Man.
an exceptionally good
Me
day
too.
for a cigar.
Yep.
Well, I'm picking up a flavor initially off the bat here that I don't know I've ever picked up from a cigar before, and I'm almost hesitant to say it. But that first draw for me, it reminded me of the very first bite of the first grilled steak, kick off the grilling season.
Mm.
Just a good, well-seasoned, medium grilled, piece of beef. Hints of that. So not heavy, this doesn't have a meaty
Yeah.
taste, but just that hint of that well-cooked beef like
Yeah.
that. It's delicious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm getting all kinds of smells going around too. Honestly, it feels like I'm lighting firecrackers right now. I don't know why that smell is there. Almost the
Yeah, I was getting a little bit of that-
kind of
There's a little bit of that campfire-y.
Yeah,
Like it smells like really what you're describing, it kind of smells like a campground in summer. It's like that mixture of smells. It's a little bit of charcoal on it. There's a little bit of campfire smoke. There's a little bit of that firecrackery sulfur.
Yeah.
Like it smells good,
Yeah.
It does.
but it's different.
It's different. I mean, honestly, how many times have we talked about the smell of the smoke?
Right.
We generally don't. We have a little bit, but not a lot. This is probably the most unique smelling burning one that we've had on the show. It's very interesting.
Yeah, fair to say all of the senses that are being engaged are cooperating well together, which isn't always the case.
Yeah.
Sometimes it tastes good, smells, not good or whatever, but everything here is playing well together so far. And there is a soft spice on the finish of the exhale, but it's not an overly spicy cigar in any way, shape, or form.
No,
Yeah, there's a little bit.
Little pepper on the back of the throat.
Just at the start of the thing here.
Let me read what the thing that stuck out to me as we were doing this, because this is unique. It's the fact that we've smoked a lot of stuff, but very little, if next to zero, Peruvian tobacco.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, well, what's the flavor notes on Peruvian tobacco? So, I Googled it.
Nice.
Start off simple, rich, earthy notes. Makes sense. Sweetness, spice. It's a little citrus, they claim.
Okay.
Evolving from initial fresh opening, some mandarin orange blossom. Here you go, ready? Smoky incense to a heart of florals, jasmine, spices, cinnamon, and pepper.
Smells like the rainforest. I'm telling you.
Wow.
Yes.
What
Yes.
what was the smoky? What did they say?
The smoky incense
Smoky incense.
to a heart of florals.
That's it. That's the incense.
And
that's that.
They used a couple of words. This is the same word twice. It's either ylang.
Yingling.
It's not a beer. It's not from Pennsylvania. It's from Peru. YLANG. I don't know that word, but it's YLANG dash YLANG. Jasmine.
Lang.
Lang. And jasmine. Creamy base, vanilla, sandalwood, amber, musk.
Now you go into like a second or third world Latin American country, and you're going to go through villages in the mountains that everybody's cooking by fire, and so you get that mixture of like
the spices of the
spices of the food. That's exactly
Yes.
right, and it's on the air. And I just every time I catch a whiff of that scent, it's not unique to that part of the world.
No,
it's just that you encountered a lot down there, and so for me, that's where the memory is. But every time I catch a whiff of that, that's where it takes me because you're right. It's the cooking spices and a little bit of that incensey smell. That's whatever else they've got going and burning, whatever. And
I mean, this makes me love the ideas about, hey, this comes from a place you've not been to before or smoked from some before, and we're going to bring something to the table that Nicaragua doesn't bring or the Dominican doesn't bring because I'm growing at 30,000 feet.
Yeah.
Most of Peru is in the Andes Mountains.
Right.
So
I can appreciate why this cigar has been dubbed the Dreamer. I mean, it just caught we're kind of sitting around just sort of dreaming a little bit, if you will, about, I taste this, I notice that, I sense this aroma, this, it just kind of puts you in that spot to just sort of sit and pause and reflect and think and dream a little bit.
yeah.
So again, whether that was the intention behind the naming, no idea.
No idea.
But it's very apropos for at least the first half inch of this cigar at this point.
Do you remember your dreams? Are you dream rememberers?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
And I mean, I have no idea if there's a pattern or a rhyme or reason to, I remember my dreams from last night, but not 2 nights. I don't know. But yeah, there are some dreams that sometimes I'll wake in the morning and remember my dream. Other times I'll be like, my wife will be, how'd you sleep? Oh, I slept great. She's like, well, in fact, just the other night, she's like, how'd you sleep? I'm like, I slept like a rock. She's like, really? Because
that was not my experience.
Because you were talking like a pirate.
That's not a joke. That's real.
Yeah. I'm like,
sure.
really? I don't recall that at all. She's like, oh no, you were making like pirate sounds. I'm like, well, I don't know why, because I don't recall what I was dreaming about.
Let's be honest. This has been a dream of yours for a long time. You want to be a pirate?
I mean, maybe.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised that he's doing bits in his sleep though.
No, not at all. Not at all.
That's where he works on his material, man.
That's right. I had something similar. I don't remember what my wife said I was doing, but she asked me if I was okay. And she's like, you were like fighting somebody in your dream, like you were having it out with somebody. I was like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't remember any of that.
My middle child, she does this. Always has. I can hear her down the hallway. She just has full conversations in her dreams out loud.
Tossing, turning, rustling around.
When she was real little, we were like, what's going on? But now it's been happening for a decade. It's fine.
It's fine. It's fine.
It's fine, right?
It's fine. She'll work it out. It'll be okay.
Wow, that's wild.
Of course, we've all been in trouble, right? All of our wives have woke up angry with us.
Oh, yeah, from the dream.
From the dream, and then you cannot recover. Like you just need to go to work. And
That's rare on
let
my
her get
end,
over it.
but it has
I've-
happened before where
Yeah.
she was just in a bad mood
Yeah.
because she was mad at me in the dream.
That's right. That's right.
My favorite of that story. Well, this goes back so many years ago because, again, it was a moment that if Lindsay hadn't told me, I wouldn't know it happened. I have no recollection of what happened, but she was awakened in the night because I was talking to her physically in the room. And when she awoke, I'm laying on my side, my back to her, my right arm stuck straight up in the air. Just stuck straight up in
He
the
was
air.
doing a bit in his sleep again.
and
Come on, man.
and she's like, are you okay or whatever? And I'm like, look at the lights. She's like, the lights. I'm like, look at the lights. And she's like, what lights? And I'm like, look at the lights. I'm like, physically, she's telling me, she's like, you were yelling at me last night. I'm like, babe, I was asleep. I don't remember anything. And she's like, yeah, you just kept yelling. Look at the lights, the pretty blue lights, the pretty blue and green lights. She's like, it went on for minutes.
She thought you were making the journey, man.
Well, she thought I was
You're
going to
crossing
hit.
through.
She thought I was going to hit her.
You were crossing over, man.
I was just, I don't know. I had pizza that I don't know.
Little red sauce got to you.
But, she's like woke up and was like a little bit afraid, a little
What
bit
is
nervous.
happening,
Like, what's he gonna do? Why was you were yelling at me? I'm like, I wasn't. It wasn't. I don't recall.
Dude, that's hilarious.
I'm really getting in about this idea of patience, this idea of doing something. I don't know if I've said this out loud yet, but I'm toying with the idea this spring of growing a tobacco plant in my backyard.
Okay, say more.
And so,
Yes,
and so I literally
How
was.
awesome would that be?
I literally losing the math the other night. I'm like, how many leaves come off of a plant? How many if I do the thing? And
Do you have to is it are we gonna have to greenhouse this kind of thing?
No, well, you have to green. Well, in our part of the world,
Yeah.
we have to start them in the house because
Okay.
they got about 6 or 8 inches of growth inside because of our weather.
Okay.
And then when you get past the first frost, you feel confident enough to be able to pull that off. You go put them in the ground.
Oh.
And then they're a good 2.5 month growing.
So you're like going to put it in the backyard. Like you're not like
Right.
saying, "Hey, I'm going to put up a little temporary greenhouse."
No.
And
This
just
is a move to get out of mowing.
like you're literally putting
That
it in
is
the yard.
real. If I can cut out part of my backyard that I don't have to cut grass on, I'm totally down.
Please have a plot of tobacco in your backyard.
Yes.
I can't wait to see this come before city council.
But this,
I just
sir, you have a 7-foot plant in your backyard.
he's got 20 of them.
You think the Dora conversation for our town was
that's so
problematic?
funny.
Wait till they find out
but
some
I'm growing-
dude in the
some guy's
south
growing
of town's
tobacco.
growing
Listen,
tobacco.
I'm not growing weed in my backyard, so
Right.
don't be offended, right?
Although
So-
you would be legal to do
I'll be
so in our
legal to
fine
do
state.
so in our fine state. That's right. But anyway, he's like this idea of patience, this idea of dreaming about something. So for me, I mean, around this idea of cigar, that's a little thing. I got to thinking about it the other day, and I thought, oh, that's going to be a lot of work. And it's not the growing; that will be the easy part.
Yeah.
it will be the planting. The harvesting,
Watering.
the drying, then the fermentation.
Because you're planning on seeing this all the way through.
I want to roll.
like you want to
So
take your tobacco
that's right.
to a cigar.
That's right. So I actually looked at. You can buy tobacco seed online, by the way.
All right, hey, let's. I'll entertain this rabbit trail for another second here. On
Yeah,
my
you
end.
will.
Here's a practical question: you can definitely do the aging of it, and especially the initial aging, but can you do the fermenting without like? You're going to need a good amount of tobacco
For the pressure, right?
for the pressure, or you've got to replicate that some other way. Maybe
Right.
maybe the internet has like, hey, if you don't have 180 pounds of tobacco to stack on,
but it's something that can press it. Right?
like here's a way you can get the same result. I'm very like sign me up.
I don't know the answer to that question, and it will
Like
be
I said,
awful.
20
And
plants will get you there.
Here's my one concern: as I play
Just
this all
one.
the way, just one, all the way out. And honestly, this is the real only concern that I really am worried about is that I convince you guys to smoke one, and it makes us all sick.
Oh, is that possible?
Oh yeah, because you don't get out the like. There's some like.
Well, yeah, because let's say you
gotta get
figure
the
out
ammonia
you,
out
you
of the
grow it,
plants
right?
and
You,
all
okay,
that
you
kinda-
do that. You somehow figure out how to ferment it. You do
Yeah.
all that. You haven't said anything about aging it.
I know. I know. And so getting it out, getting it dried out before we get to winter.
Not just that, these are puros. There's no blending involved.
There's no
straight
blending.
up pure.
That's right.
It's whatever the seed was.
Straight
that's
up
what we're
Ohio
smelling.
tobacco.
But if I get 2 or 3 plants, 2 or 3 different kinds of plants, so I can grow me a plant for filler, I can grow me a plant for binder, and I can grow me a plant for wrapper, right? And so, and if
even better. You're gonna.
right?
This is like wackadoodle science experiment.
Right.
What's crazy is this is usually the kind of stuff he
Yeah,
comes up with.
Yeah. And so but again, I'm doing something. We talk about boutique, right? I'm going to make 20 cigars out of this possibly.
But you know what though? There are, again, I think we've talked about on the show, there's that Mennonite community over in PA who grows tobacco, has for generations, provides their tobaccos to J.C. Newman's American cigar.
There's actually, you can buy a Philadelphia seed.
Okay.
From the Mennonites.
It's not like we're completely isolated from people that know what they're doing.
Right.
Yeah.
And Pennsylvania's climate isn't a lot different than ours.
That's true. It could be worth the trip before you get into this.
Or not.
We talked about this, dear listeners. We've talked about it. You know, we do some planning for the show. I know it doesn't seem like it.
We are dreamers.
That's right.
Let's just say, like, we've had some pretty wild cigar dreams.
That's right. And we have plans for this little show of ours. And, we've mapped out all sorts of things even just for this year. And we have a pretty good idea of where we're going in 2026. But one thing that's on the list is these Mennonite tobacco growers that we talked to Drew Newman about, that he's sourcing from. They're really not that far from where we live in Ohio. No. It's an area that we're pretty familiar with, and we keep talking about, hey, let's go over.
It's a half-day drive for us.
Right.
Oh, easy, yeah.
So there may actually be some, like, maybe we go before that first frost or before you need to get planted to go learn.
Yeah.
Sounds like a heck of a little Saturday, Sunday to me. Did you have a dream?
I really wanted to be a professional golfer.
A golfer, okay.
Really badly.
You're a pretty good golfer.
I'm not a bad golfer. I'm not a professional golfer. And so, but yeah, I played in college for 1 year. I took lessons in high school. I really wanted to play. And then just, I didn't have the money and the backing because, if you really want to get started, somebody's going to have to back you.
Right.
Or you are a phenom. There's only one or two ways that goes, right? You want to be a journeyman who scratches out a living, you better have somebody to back your play.
Yeah.
Early on, got a rich business uncle who thinks it's dumb for you to try but would love to pay for it. Like, I didn't have any of that.
Yeah.
And so, but I carried that stupid dream for a while. For a long while. And then it converted to, I'll just be a really good amateur. And when I turn 50, I'll go play in the
senior.
Just the senior amateur.
Yeah.
I'm 53. Not going to happen.
Still could, though.
Still could.
Totally still could.
Would require me to get a lot better.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Really? Is the jump, truly, like the jump even to like senior amateur is that much better than your game?
Yeah.
My gosh.
I know 50-year-olds better than me. And they're not.
You're pretty good.
But again, it's a nice hobby.
You're comparing Stephen to you and I.
It's a nice hobby.
I'm terrible.
I mean, you and I combined together don't even begin to scratch. Yeah.
Well, it's not a hobby for me too, right? Like I couldn't call it that because
my clubs are from Walmart.
I play weekly.
I'm not invested much.
I play weekly.
Yeah.
And up until October, when my local indoor golf place closed.
Yeah.
I played golf. Yeah.
I
need the other one. Give me the bum, 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 bum.
I don't remember what these buttons
are.
are.
You gotta listen.
That's not it.
We should get you
That's not
new.
it. No.
I don't think there's a sad horn.
There it is. That's the last one.
It's a lot.
Jeez, that's a lot.
There's a lot going on.
I had all the buttons.
That's all the buttons. Yeah, that's not how I felt.
Folks, when we get back from the break... It sounded like the band kicked in.
I've literally played golf every week for 11 years straight until October.
Wait, did I do it? Did I do it?
Timing was
nailed it.
That was perfect.
Until October.
Until October when the local.
Did you get mad at him?
He's my friend, so I didn't get mad at him. So
publicly,
my wife thought I was going to lose it. She was like, I came home and told her. She's like, oh no.
Great, we got to move.
What are we going to do? I'm like, it's going to be okay.
She was more concerned you were going to be home.
That's right. I was going to be home next.
She's like, what am I going to do?
That's right. Either one of you.
Wouldn't be prudent.
A dream you chased, but no cigar. No pun intended.
I tried to become a rock star.
That's true. That's true about you.
That's pretty similar, very similar, Stephen. Like truly, like
That's your version of Steven's.
Your skill set.
almost identical story. Like was doing it. Kind of did the amateur route for a while.
Actually had a band that was halfway getting there.
Yeah, we had a pro.
You're on MTV 8.
We did have
Ocho.
We had a music video air on TVU, which is a subscription satellite service of Christian music.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
You're telling
That's
me that's
awesome,
a real
though.
story?
Yeah, it's true.
Oh, good for you.
Yeah, it was a self-filmed like senior year of high school, the four of us, but it was not bad, and we did a good job with it.
That's awesome.
That's
yeah,
cool.
I mean, it was the same thing. Like we were decent enough. So I'm a firm believer on some of these dreams, and this is one of them. I think most decent to good, talented folks, if they can afford to stay with it long enough, can find a way into making a good living doing it eventually, right? Like, and I think that was true of the bands that I was in. Like, I played with great musicians. If, life hadn't happened and it wasn't, it was free to live, man, another year or two on the road, like the good enough would have been good enough to keep us earning,
Yeah.
Because you can make a living doing it without being famous too.
Yeah.
And I think that's true about a lot of those types of things that are different kind of from sports.
But it's the same idea.
But it's the same.
It's the same.
It's the
It's
same
something
thing.
you chase. Something that's going to be alternative to what most human beings do, which is, settle down, get a family, do those kinds of things. Those are all beautiful things. My brother-in-law is not unlike you. He's extraordinarily talented musician.
Then he is unlike me.
His band,
he's good.
His band, they were playing with the Zach Brown band and stuff.
Yeah,
in
see?
Georgia.
Wow.
They had got halfway there, and then Yoko,
The girl stepped in.
the lead singer's wife,
It happens.
shut it down.
It happens a lot.
And then the rest of you.
What do you do?
You flounder, right?
Especially if it's a critical piece, like a lead singer.
Right. And then you
Right.
go off and do whatever it takes to make money because now you don't get to travel the country. And
Yep.
they actually made it in Ohio. They were playing the mid-major college scene for a while in Ohio and the Midwest. And they did a lot of that stuff.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah. And then Yoko.
I wanted to go to art school out of high school. I mean, my high school career was pretty pathetic. I was not a student. I mean, I hated high school. A lot of people, I do not resonate with people like, oh, high school, man, that was the prime of life. I'm like, no, that was the pit. That was the pit of life. I wanted nothing to do with it. I literally walked the halls of my high school saying to myself and out loud, if this place were on fire, there are 2 people in this whole school outside of myself that I would even care to try to save. Everybody else, you're on your own. I just did not like high school. Wasn't a student, but I enjoyed art. I've always enjoyed art. I've enjoyed creative expression, painting, drawing, pottery. I mean, just all of those fine art types of things. And so, nearing high school graduation, the only thing I thought that I could do, because I also wanted out of my hometown. I didn't want to stick around and
No high schooler ever feels that way.
I mean, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know how the kids are nowadays, but I resonate deeply with that. The goal was to get out.
Yeah. And so my only way out was art school. And I went and I toured some very reputable art institutions, which Ohio's blessed. I mean, we've got
2 or 3 easy.
Oh yeah, you
Got some big ones.
Columbus, art.
Cleveland?
Cleveland. I went and toured. Cleveland's awesome. It's in the old Model T factory.
Doesn't Pittsburgh have a really nice
Pittsburgh
art?
has a really good
Yeah.
one. And I went to school with guys who got scholarships to go to all of these big schools. And I'm like, I'm going to do this. And then I sobered up pretty quickly because I'm like, I don't have a portfolio anywhere close to get. I'm not going to get any scholarships.
Sure.
0.
So you're paying for those.
Right. And I don't know that I have a good enough portfolio to even get in, even if I'm able to pay full price.
Yeah.
And so, very quickly I found myself at a small liberal arts college in Canton, Ohio, as an art major. And the art department was the size of my garage here. And I'm like, there is no way. I know what starving artist is, but I will literally be a starving artist if I graduate here with an art degree.
Here's why they say that men of a certain age need to go. you know who's bankrolling this idea right here we're sitting doing? We are.
We are.
You know why?
'Cause
Because we
we
got
can.
good
We
jobs.
can. Yeah.
Right? And we're at a place in our life that we can afford it. And
Right.
most of our children are gone. And so therefore some disposable income.
Yeah.
And
Right.
so we're bankrolling a dream
Yeah.
because we didn't do that when we were 20.
Right.
We went and lived our life and got to a point now and we're rolling out some money on, and heck, guess what? We're going to Florida in about
That's
2
right.
weeks.
We're taking the show on the road.
Taking a show
Yeah,
on the road.
road trip.
Yeah, and guess what? We can afford to go.
It's our own van.
Wait, we own the plane?
No,
Oh, man.
no,
Oh.
we're taking a plane.
I really don't want. I don't want to own that. I don't think that's a great business to be in,
What, owning a plane?
especially discount airline planes.
Yeah. You know what's interesting though, as we're talking about these dreams, we've all found ways to continue to, like, these dreams didn't die entirely.
Yeah.
Stephen, you still golf a lot and you're good at it and you have fun with it most
Absolutely.
time. You know,
Absolutely.
that kind
Yeah.
of, I have, I
You
mean,
still win doing it. I mean, you've won prizes with your golf.
I
Yeah.
usually play with guys better than me when I win.
yeah,
but
I
yes,
remember
that's
you
true.
showed up one day in the back of your truck. You had a Traeger smoker and
I
you had a
did.
green
Yeah,
egg and
that's true.
new golf
I
shoes.
did
and,
win a Traeger. That was mine. That was me. I did win that.
Pretty
one.
good
That was
purse,
on-
man.
Yeah,
That
like
was on me.
You're bowling down really cool prizes. I never went to art school. I didn't graduate with an art degree.
Yeah.
You know, but I've never stopped finding ways to have creative outlets.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I still use art. I don't draw anymore. I don't paint. You know, most of it's digital now, but I found ways to still have creative outlets. Patrick, you still are involved with music, you know? So kind of the beauty of these dreams didn't die. They just morphed,
Yeah.
changed.
Yeah. They just kind of became what they became.
But this is just like the most middle-aged conversation we've had.
Oh, I know.
On this
I
entire
know.
thing.
If-
We've talked about fatherhood before.
If you're 23 trying to be like, I just want to know what good cigars to smoke. I mean,
This is
the
not the
Luciano
episode for-
Dreamer
It's
is a good cigar.
You should try it.
Yeah, I mean, all of the cigars we've enjoyed are worth the smoke, but yeah. So how's this cigar holding up for you guys as we come into the final third? Flavor changes, flavor notes, smoky notes.
I've gotten the peppers a little more pronounced in the back of my throat now. Again, not strong, but it has come on a little bit stronger. I do feel like those flavors have kind of continued to meld.
Yep.
It is more of a one. It's more now a one note that's very good.
Yeah.
There's some sweetness there.
Thank
Yeah.
you. I think it's on the draw. Because we were getting it on the draw before we lit, and I don't think that ever went away.
I agree.
And so I think it's just always sitting there, and it's
Yeah.
on the draw. And so I'm with you. It's never lost its sweetness,
Yeah.
and which I think is delightful.
So that phrase that you found on the band. So yeah, Luciano does make a Fiat Lux line,
yeah.
but it's a bit of a life phrase, if you will, for him, a life saying for him. It's Latin.
Yeah.
It means "let there be light,"
Lux would be light. Yeah.
and he's
And
quoted.
Fiat would be let there
B.
be.
It's also a car brand, but whatever.
That's true.
Which means let there be.
Let there be.
Fiat means "let it be."
Let it be.
You're not going to fix it.
Let it be. Let it be.
He says, he's quoted, he says, it symbolizes enlightenment, knowledge, and introspective experience of smoking the cigar. He drew from biblical references in Genesis and the Age of Enlightenment.
Oh, come on now.
And he urges smokers to find clarity and explore complex flavors in a moment of solitude and reflection. What's the ridiculous, unstable pine? Like, what's the thing that you dream about doing that, man, you could only do it if you won the lottery or you could whatever? Like,
I got it.
I know you got one.
I know
I
you
got
got one, but let me say this before you say it, because I don't know if I got one. But I love that your qualifying word was unstable. Like unstable.
That
All
put Ryan there.
Tell me what put you there.
I've had, this has been a dream of mine for a long time, but I've always thought, ever since like in my 20s, I thought it would be so fun at some later date. So not necessarily even retirement, right?
Yeah.
But again, if my life is financially secure enough to be able to do this, I would love to get just a mid-size RV, nothing fancy. I don't need heated floors or anything. Just a good old.
Is that
a
the other
thing?
heated floors in RVs?
Oh yeah, I mean,
Oh
I
my
used to
gosh.
live in RV country.
I clearly
That's
do
weird.
not.
Yeah,
been
yeah,
in
yeah.
one
Old
of
Tom
them. I've never
Rapers had those in his.
I kid you not, I've seen
RV.
$1 million RVs.
Oh, for sure.
Oh my
yeah.
gosh, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure.
So I'm talking like
I drove
Robin
one. Yeah.
Robin Williams RV, that movie, like that kind of an
Yeah.
RV, right?
I worked for an employer. I drove an RV as part of that job, and we'll talk another day. But that RV cost more than my house that I was living in at the time.
Yeah.
And I repeatedly thought about that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
But I've always thought it would be so cool to get an RV, build into it a dark room,
Okay.
travel the country taking film photographs. Because there was a time in my life in like college age when I'm like, I had a Canon 35 millimeter EOS Rebel, and I went and I just loved taking pictures. Cemeteries were great spots for pictures, and I wanted to do a series on, again, this is kind of Midwest, I think, but I wanted to do a series on those lone field trees. You drive past a cornfield, a wheat field, and there's that lone tree out in the middle. It's the shade tree for the farmer.
You got it?
No. The only thing that popped into my head when you were telling that story was the 2 times in my whole life I've ever geocached. One was in California. And we went and found this one spot, and evidently the guy that went and somebody was looking for it. They dropped their case, and I was like, "Oh, what is that?" And I picked it up. It's full of blunts.
That's a great California geocache.
Yeah, the California geocache full of blunts.
That's a good rake for the day. You always get the best purses in your games. I don't know how you do it, but you have very good luck with the prizes.
I did not partake of said blunts because how do I know this guy's not put his mouth all over them? What do I know?
Gosh, yeah. Patrick, for you, anything?
Oh, there's a million things. You know that about me. I have all sorts of harebrained ideas. I still do. I think it'll happen at this point in my life. We'll see. Ask me again in 10 years. I really do want to learn how to fly. I do not have the money or the time to do either. That's a pretty expensive little hobby to get into.
I hope you do, though, because that'll make us flying down to Tampa more enjoyable.
Well, I have this, as many people that are prone to
Flying?
No, to like positive, dreamy thinking. I can be prone to dream up all sorts of crazy stuff, right?
Yeah.
The problem with that is that I often will then connect dots between the dreams. So like it's very easy for me to be like,
You sidetrack yourself.
Oh, or just like, well, no, I can learn. Like we'll use the flying for the cigar podcast.
That's right.
That also has a very modest listenership. It's early goings, but no, I'll buy a plane. You know what I mean?
That's the unhinged part.
Yeah.
I'm buying a plane.
Yeah, right. Like I'm not buying a plane.
So we can then bring it around.
We
town
can.
Here.
Oh yeah.
You want to go first?
Yeah, sure. I just wrote down in my notebook, finished very well.
It really has.
That was my note on that final third. The little blemish notwithstanding, because I imagine my experience only would have been improved, right?
Yeah.
This is,
And we can blame that on Patrick. We don't got to blame that on.
Yeah, you can blame that on my terrible storage.
yeah.
We might have to make a
inability
change.
to cut open a cellophane wrapper.
Yeah.
Guys, there's
Yeah.
been an issue with every cigar. I might have to stop storing the show cigars. We might have to put them down at the bank.
Wait, we have a bank now?
Yeah, there's a new cigar bank in town.
Oh, great. That sounds
It's
good here.
right over there.
It's right here. That's correct. You're thinking through rating now.
I am.
Yeah.
And I'm going to give this sucker a 9.
Oh, my gosh. I
listen,
did
I'm
not
not-
think
that's
you
my
were
high-
going-
that's my highest
That's your
rating.
highest rating. I didn't think you
I'm
were
not
going
saying
that
it's
high.
not worth it. I'm just saying, wow.
Yeah.
That's all.
I
Like,
really enjoyed this cigar. The way the flavors interacted from start to finish. We've not smoked a cigar that has
this was a complete thought.
operated this way.
Yeah. It's a freaking good cigar. It is.
Whoever said 88, I think they should have said 98.
93 is what they had it on Cigar Aficionado for
Okay.
a different.
Vitola, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm standing by a 9. That was tremendous. Everything that I think about, and again, that's even including the thought process behind the band, right?
Yeah.
That we cared, they cared about every single detail of this cigar in such a way that It's elevated.
I think it bears mentioning, worth mentioning here, that I think you did a good. For what's surprising about that rating from you is I think you were giving a really good, honest take to the stick on its own merits for what it is. Because I don't think this is your perfect go-to. Love the profile for your own.
Yeah,
taste.
it's not my go-to.
It's not bad.
No, but it's, and part of that's probably part of it. It's very different.
Yeah.
And equally enjoyable. You know, I could pull out 5 or 6 cigars that fall into my wheelhouse that I'd be like 9, 8.5, you know, whatever. This stands alongside of them, even though it's its own unique profile.
Yeah.
Really enjoyed it.
Yeah. Why I'm surprised for you is because it doesn't land in that really strong, leathery, earthy stuff that you land in a lot. So that's interesting. I'm going to give it a high rating too. I won't give it a 9. I'll probably give it my highest rating of the ones we've done. I'll give it 8.5. Here's something I liked about it. Again, because it started and finished, that sweetness never went away, and it was just so complimentary.
Yeah,
the whole time, and I thought that was fantastic.
That's a good word.
Yeah, and I thought that's a really cool thing, because a lot of times you pick up on those things early. You either you taste them before you light it, and it goes away almost immediately.
Right.
And so I just thought it was fantastic.
Agreed.
So you were an 8.5.
8.5. Yeah.
I'm same spot. 8 and 5 was where I was going to land on this as well. It's a good stick. I really did enjoy this. I don't know if I would say that this is lockstep in my, what I would say is my profile.
Just side note, I don't know that I could pin you down on a profile.
Well, that's why I was just wondering to myself,
I feel like I could
what
pin
is my
Steven
profile?
down a little bit more. I definitely know my own, but I don't know. You're a bit of a wild card yet. I don't know that you found your profile.
I agree. Honestly. There's some evolution happening. These florals that we've had on the show have actually kind of broadened that quite a bit. Some of those EP Criollos and what he does with the very similar profiles of taking unique tobaccos, and I do like the unique. I like the unicorn kind of taste of that's not like everything else. That's a factor for me too. I would say I think a lot of times I typically and land a little more towards Steven. I've really enjoyed some of the chocolatey, and it's not that this doesn't have. There's sweetness here for sure.
Yeah, but not cocoa, not chocolatey sweetness.
Right.
It's an herbal sweetness.
Yeah, but it's really good. You know, just for what it is and for the experience. I thought this was a great smoke tonight.
Yeah,
I thought it was very enjoyable. So that gives us an average score of
8.62.
I would go 7.3.
Well, just ask your wife what the average score ought to be.
Hard.
4.
Hey, Leah, 8.5, 8.5, and 9 gives us an average score of.
Oh, it's 8.66 repeated, right? It's 8 and 2/3.
Yeah, good stick. At the end of the day, here's what you should take away from this.
It's worth your shot at this price point.
Yeah, if you get a chance, you want to try something that's not your normal run of the mill, maybe something a little bit out of your warehouse. Luciano's the Dreamer could be a fun hour and a half worth of your time.
Right.
Hot take for the show. Highest rated cigar so far.
It is.
The 3 of us, by far.
Yeah, it is.
Because one of us will go high and then somebody else won't.
Yeah.
And it will drop down that average pretty quick. Because if I'm going to rate something an 8, Ryan generally won't, because we have 2 different, different profiles. And so, this is the highest.
We were all
rated
pretty
stick.
close on this one. Yeah.
And high.
And high
for us.
It's a good smoke, guys.
Absolutely.
At that current price point on cigarpage.com alone, right? You're at $4.80 a stick before tax. You're probably just over $5 a stick after tax and maybe some shipping. But a cigar at $5 is, listen, you can call it a hot take, you can call me an idiot. A cigar at $5 is always worth your look. Now it might be garbage, that's fine, but I'm looking to see what's selling at $5.
Yeah.
This is one of those scenarios where you can get a very high quality stick for a basement bargain price.
Yeah.
There's no doubt about it. The construction was great. The burn was great. That alone got it's a quality smoke.
It absolutely is.
Man.
Well, gents, we started off the show with this, it's good to be together again.
Yep.
And this seemed to be the right stick to pull us back around the table, get us back after the holidays. I'm glad we got to share this experience together. And listeners, I'm glad we got to share it with you. Thanks for hanging out with us. Those of you that follow us on your favorite podcast platform, thank you for doing so. If you're over on the Reddits, you can find us there at subreddit Our Burnt Offerings. We'd love to have you, again, share what's your cigar? What's your kind of unicorn cigar, if you will, that you have found that you've really enjoyed? Share that. We'd love to interact with you there. Again, TikToks, we're on the TikToks, the Tiki-Taks, and the YouTubes, and all of those fun, cool places kids are hanging out. We're there too.
But
so,
Just the creepy old men in there.
Over 21, of course, because it's tobacco.
If you're going to purchase.
That's right. If you purchase.
as a good friend of ours would say, I'm not going to micromanage
it's not my job to
your viewing habits.
What you watch on YouTube is between you and the Lord.
That's right.
But
That's right.
we're there. We love you hanging out with us, and appreciate those of you giving us thoughts, suggestions, likes, hearts, thumbs ups, all that stuff. We're having fun doing this, and we're glad that you've hanging out with us. So until the next one, smoke them if you got them.
That's right.
Thank you for listening to Burnt Offerings. Be sure to subscribe on your favorite platform and let us know what you thought of the show.